I'm not sure you're the right person to ask on this one, John, but I'll ask it anyway. Foul or no foul? Richard Jefferson on Kevin Durant.
You know what's funny about it, Michael, is that they asked Kevin about it afterwards. He said, "Well, I'm not going to say anything, but I didn't fall down by myself." Then they asked Richard the same thing, and Richard said, all of us think we got fouled on every single play throughout the entire course of the game. So who knows? From where we sit, it was tough to see. I mean, there certainly was some contact. The feet got tangled up. I think the officials in that situation, under those bright lights on Christmas, the game that so many people had circled and have wanted to see for weeks and weeks, I think the officials are hard pressed to make a call in that situation that far away from the basket when players get their feet tangled. So again, maybe that is a biased view. I don't know, but it went down the way it did, and it played out. And unfortunately, Durant stumbled, and we never got to see a final shot to try to close that thing out.
And I'm okay with that because I think it was incidental contact. I mean, there was clearly contact, but I think it was in the normal course, and it's hard to call in that situation. And yet, there was no contact on a technical foul called against Richard Jefferson for simply winking. What was up with that?
Again, from our vantage point, I didn't know what happened. I said, "What? He must have said something." You figure from where we were sitting that something had to be said between the players. We find out later that he winked, and that drew the technical. So, of course, that was bandied about the locker room, and people had a good time with that. And Richard couldn't believe that was the first technical he said he had ever drawn for winking at another player in the NBA. So crazy that you want to talk about that game happening at all. I mean, a little bit of everything. But, Draymond Green got in early foul trouble. He had an early technical. Throughout the game, he was perilously close to picking. The Cavaliers trailed by 14 points with 9.5 minutes left in the ball game and had to roar from behind to win it. So again, sometimes those games don't live up to expectations. That one clearly exceeded it yesterday afternoon.